Today, we're going to make some pigments with rocks. Basically, make a mess and have fun with it. It's really about process over product. So what you need to start off with is some safety eye goggles, something to mash your rocks with, various rocks, containers, water, and an egg. First, start by taking your rocks. If you can scratch on it or it creates a scratch, then you know that it's soft enough to be mashed. You want to mash it into a fine powder. Make sure you have that eye covering on. Keep mashing, mashing. Maybe you'll even have a puppy join the same way that mine did. Mash, mash, mash. Put in a little container. Again, here's more of the powder. Put in the container. Don't let puppy eat said powder because we want to use it for paint. Come on, puppy. No paint. Next, you're going to take an egg and you're going to watch Mrs. Lily talk and not have it lined up with what I'm saying right now. So I apologize. But anyway, you're going to crack your egg and you're going to separate out the egg white into a little bowl and just have the yolk. The egg white you can use for an omelet. It's very healthy. Next, you are going to take that and add it to a mash of a little water and your pigment. Usually I do 1 part pigment, 1 part egg, and maybe 2 parts water. Use your finger to mix it or a stick. Very, very messy. A lot of fun. This is actually making paint. If you feel like you want a thicker consistency, which mine wasn't really thick enough, I would add more egg. Here's what we've got so far. Next, you're going to take a cheesecloth or a tissue or a t-shirt or whatever the case may be and strain out all the rocks and all the little things into another little container. Now I have what is known as brown paint. What's interesting is that this is actually an ancient way of working, and that if you have really, really cool pigments, so now you can see once I've strained, I've got all these different colors. But once you've become more advanced at this, you can use berries and all those sorts of things and make some incredible colors. I will share an artist that's working these days, working with egg tempera paints. It doesn't last very long in terms of when it's wet, but once it dries, it's fantastic and won't create a bad smell or anything, and it lasts for thousands of years. It is actually a very traditional, ancient way of working. So, have fun with it. Paint with it. See what you can do. We're using our homemade paintbrushes here as well to create and paint. Using watercolor paper I find works better, but any sort of printer paper can work as well. Have a great time.